All right, let's talk about something that trips up pretty much everyone in SEO. You've done the work, you've got this giant, messy list of keywords, and now what? Today, we are going to turn that pile of raw data into a roadmap, a sharp, actionable strategy that you can actually use to get results. You know the feeling, right? Staring at a spreadsheet with hundreds, maybe even thousands of keywords. You feel like you should be doing something, but you're just overwhelmed. It's a classic case of having tons of information, but zero direction. So, what's the next step? Where do you even begin? Well, the key is to stop thinking of it as just a list. You have to start seeing it as a story. Every single keyword is a clue about what your audience wants, what they need, and what they're looking for. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to build the tool that helps you read that story, your first strategic keyword report. It's all about moving from chaos to clarity. And that blueprint, well, we call it a keyword search report. I want you to think of it as your map for finding your way through the kind of crazy world of search. A good report doesn't just list data. It organizes it to show you your priorities, your opportunities, and a really clear path forward. You know, a really good report isn't just a bunch of numbers. It answers the important questions. It gives you the big picture, the overview. It dives into the performance data to show you where you stand right now. It groups keywords together so you can see the themes. It points out the hidden opportunities, and this is the big one. It tells you exactly what to do next. Okay, so before we can build anything, we gotta speak the language, right? We need to know what these numbers actually mean. Let's quickly break down the most important metrics you'll find. And don't worry, this is way simpler than it sounds, I promise. First up, search volume. Just think of this as pure demand. It's how many people, on average, are typing that exact phrase into a search engine every single month. A bigger number means a bigger audience, which of course means more potential traffic for you. So let's take a real-world example, the keyword yoga mats. It gets about 100,000 searches a month. I mean, that is a massive audience, right? This tells us there is huge demand for this product. But here's the thing, demand is only one piece of the puzzle. The other super important piece is keyword difficulty. This number tells you how tough the competition is. A higher score means it's going to be a real uphill battle to get on that first page, because there are a lot of powerful sites already camping out there. This right here is where the real strategy kicks in. And check this out. This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Yoga mats is super competitive. But then you look at a more specific phrase, what we call a long tail keyword, like best yoga mats for beginners. Its difficulty is way lower. This is where you find the gold. Targeting these less competitive phrases is often the smartest move. All right, next up, CPC, or cost per click. Now, you might be thinking, I don't run ads, why should I care? Well, listen up, because this is a fantastic little cheat code. If advertisers are willing to pay a lot of money for one click, it's a huge clue that the people searching for that keyword are ready to buy something. It tells you how valuable that traffic is. And last but not least, we've got current ranking. This one's pretty straightforward. It's just, where are you right now in the search results? If you're between 1 and 10, you're on the first page. Awesome. If you're over 10, you've got some work to do. The whole goal of the game is to get that number as low as possible. All right, so we get the lingo. Now for the fun part. This is where we put it all together to make some smart, strategic decisions. This is where we go from being data collectors to being detectives. We're going to make this data talk. So let's put it all together and look at this snapshot. Okay, look at yoga mats. Huge volume for sure. But the difficulty is sky high, and we're stuck on page 2. That's a long, tough climb. But then, look over here at yoga mats in New York. Volume smaller, yeah, but look, we're already at position 3. That's what we call a quick win. And this one? Best yoga mats for beginners. We're not even on the map for it yet, but the difficulty is manageable, and the potential to make a sale is high. That's a wide open door just waiting for us. You see, this is what I mean. The data really does tell a story about opportunity. Your job is to be the treasure hunter, to find that strategic sweet spot. You know, decent search volume, difficulty you can actually handle, and high potential to convert. That's the win. And if you look at it this way, I mean, the choice is just crystal clear, isn't it? Trying to rank for yoga mats right out of the gate is like trying to climb a sheer cliff with a lot of other really experienced climbers already on it. But targeting best yoga mats for beginners? That's a much smarter climb. It's a path you can actually win on. So what does this all mean? It gives us a super clear 3-step game plan. Number 1, go after the long-tail keyword. It's the low-hanging fruit. Number 2, protect and improve our strong local ranking. And number 3, play the long game. Start building amazing content around those high-difficulty terms. And here's the secret sauce. By winning on the smaller terms first, you're basically teaching the search engines that you know your stuff. And once you have that trust, then you can go after the big fish. Which brings me to a really, really important point. This report, it's not something you do once and then stick in a drawer to forget about. SEO is a marathon, not a sprint, and this report is your pacer. It keeps you on track. And this is the best part. This is where you actually get to see all that hard work paying off. I mean, look at this. We went from nowhere for best yoga mats for beginners to position 28 in just 3 months. That's awesome. And that local keyword we were already strong on, we nudged it up from position 3 into position 2. That's huge. This is what data-driven success looks like. You see, it's this regular check-in that keeps your strategy alive and kicking. It lets you double down on what's working and maybe back off from what isn't. You're not just guessing anymore. You're making smart moves based on what's actually happening. That's the key to real growth. So the next time you're staring at that giant spreadsheet of keywords, don't just see a list of data. See the questions, see the competition, see the opportunities. Because hidden in all those rows and columns is a story. It's a roadmap telling you exactly how to win. The only question is, are you listening?